Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy, and today's video is going to be about posture and how we can improve it. If you're new to these videos, I want to welcome you. If you've been listening for some time, thank you for your continued support. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So looking at posture, so the first thing I want to talk about is why is posture even important? So if we look at it, it has a huge impact on your overall quality of life and well-being. So let's be more specific. The more we can have the body straight, and what we're looking for is the ear over the shoulder, over the hip, having that kind of position and being as straight as possible really helps with every function in the body. We know, and especially in chiropractic, we know this as well, good posture equals good health. You're going to feel better, stronger. Literally, we're talking like cognitive function, breathing function, digestive function. So many systems seem to work better when we have that better posture. And if you think about it intuitively, when you look at someone who is in poor posture, they're usually tired, they're not energetic, they're usually not in the best of health. In fact, when we think about getting older, a big concern a lot of us have is our posture. Besides not looking good, biomechanically, it just does a lot of wear and tear in the body. It actually accelerates the aging process. It wears down the joints. It's very hard on the spine. It's something absolutely we want to avoid. And in fact, with chronic posture issues, you'll see people complain of things like stiffness of the neck and shoulders, stiffness along the body. And again, running through here is your spinal cord, which controls all the major functions. Why would we want pressure there causing dysfunction? So pressure in the neck could be like the headaches, the stiffness, as I mentioned. If it gets bad enough, you may even have shoulder problems, numbness, tingling. It can definitely cause problem between the shoulder blades, which can affect respiration. It can affect the lower back, and that can start to affect hip, legs, even possibly elimination function. So it's something we want to protect. And I think all of us, we just know in our nature that, again, just being more straight is the way to go. So we know it has a huge impact on us. Now, how is this happening? And especially more than ever, while I appreciate technology, I think we can all agree using a computer for a long period of time, which a lot of people are doing these days, going for hours and hours without break and just sitting there 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And this can apply to people in the workforce. This can apply to people who are studying very hard on the spine. And then imagine that you're on the computer all day, maybe you're gaming, maybe you're working or whatever, and then to take a break, you go on your phone, which is again that forward head posture, which is really affecting quality of life. So this is how this is happening. And if anything, the way computers are going and technology, we're going to see more of this in the future, which is why we have to do more to counteract this. Now, how often should we be doing posture exercises? I'm not going to go over that in this video, but I would recommend, if you want the best posture possible, when you rise, before you go to bed, and then if you have a job with a lot of computer work and you're mostly sitting throughout the day, even part of the day, honestly, I would even try to do this midday. And then also remember, if you are computer-based, you want to be trying to get up every hour. And I know I've talked to my patients and they'll make comments like, you're kind of in the zone and you're doing your work, and I can appreciate that, but maybe put a gentle alarm on the phone, maybe put a sticky note on the computer, but every hour you need to get up. So let's get into what's really happening with poor posture. So basically, the muscle groups over here in the front are getting shortened, and what we're seeing is that it's going forward like this. The spine is going forward. That's promoting the degeneration, the breakdown of the system. So we're seeing this happen. So the muscles in the back are getting extended. The muscles in the front are shortening. We're not using this enough, and it's overactive in the back. So what we want to do is work on exercises. It's really a simple concept, but as much as we can, this is called flexion. We need to do extension. We need to do the opposite. So the first thing I'll advise to you, if you don't have any equipment, honestly, you can do this anywhere, and even if you're seated, if you want to take a break, and always please use your judgment. I'm showing you these exercises. If you feel comfortable, refreshed, great. If they're too demanding, you may want to do a partial stretch or just leave it for now. Always do things that make you feel comfortable. If you're working with me, you can ask me. If you're working with your healthcare practitioner, talk to them about it as well. But these are very gentle exercises to help you. So what you want to do with no equipment around, just get your hands in the back over here, and then what you're going to do is you want to extend. So I'm doing the complete opposite of what I'm doing throughout the day if I have a computer type job, and we're going to go here going backwards. Now, what I'd recommend, and see what you can tolerate, You may want to start with maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe a minute if you can. I would also say use your judgment. Now, if you want to be safe, you could probably do this seated if you ever feel lightheaded or dizzy or you have concerns like that. If you feel like you're in good health and you don't get lightheaded, you can do it standing. I personally find I feel better doing it standing. I just feel like I'm getting more of a stretch for me, but see what works for you. But literally, you're just going to go back like this. Another one I would recommend is one of my favorites that I recommend to our patients as well. Basically, in a doorway, you want to put your hands on the side and push through. And I'm always looking to how we can improve things. So for years, I've been telling my patients to do that. And if you do it properly, you're feeling a stretch across the shoulders, across the upper body, and you're just pushing forward. What would be even better to hit those different muscle groups? I would have the hands go all the way up like this and push through, and maybe hold for a count of 5 or 10 seconds. And as you get more experienced and comfortable, you can extend the time. I would call that position A. Position B, you're on the side of the doorway panel and you're pushing through, and then having the hands down here. So like A, B, and C, holding. I would do this at least twice a day. But again, if you're computer-based, this should be your break. And if you don't have time and you're really in your work, at least you can do this one. Let's talk about using equipment. So one thing you can do is use a towel. Another suggestion, I have my little prop here, a good old broomstick. So what you can do is you want to get that broomstick. You're going to go like this. You're lifting it from the front and you're going to go all the way back and you're just going to extend. And it just helps to have that as a point for stability. You're going to do that. You can also get it from behind. And then what you can do is you're grabbing that stick, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to pull down. I'm going to go all the way back. And if you're doing this right, you should really feel a stretch through that frontal area. Another thing I would recommend, and I'm just going to grab that, it's actually, I'm borrowing this from my kids, but if you have an exercise ball or some kind of ball, this is really cool. Again, see if you can tolerate it. So you'd want to put this on the ground, and then you can have your seat against it. And I don't know why I like doing stretches on the ground, but you're sitting on the ground, you're putting this here, and you want to just gently lean back against it. As you get comfortable, and of course if you can tolerate it, what you can do is you want to go all the way back, and again you'll feel that stretch in the upper body. Very, very powerful. Another thing you can do as well, I'm going to grab another piece of equipment with a resistance band. So what you can do, it's kind of the same concept I already showed with the broomstick, but you can actually have it go above you, you can go behind. Another thing I would say why I think this is really powerful, if you really want to work on posture, if you have an anchor point at home, you can anchor this to a point and hold these handles over here. I would have it anchored behind me, and I would be doing a pulling motion. So the rope would be behind me, the resistance band, and I have my hands to the side, and I'm just actually just pulling like this. And again, we really want to open up this frontal area so you feel the best you can and the best way possible. So literally, I've shown you some different options depending on how intense you want to go. You literally don't even need equipment, honestly, but it's all about the frequency, intensity, and it's your intention. You should be feeling a change if you're doing it properly, and it's beautiful. And the more you do this, again, I would think of one organ that really comes to mind. While it helps everything, it's really going to help with energy because you're helping the lung capacity. It's going to increase that. So this is a great way to get an energy boost. It will take time to see changes, but make that a habit. And it's like brushing your teeth, folks. Like you're not like, okay, I'll do this for 2 weeks. My posture is good and you got to stop. No, you want to be doing that every single day, especially as you get older, so you have the best posture possible. Best posture equals best health. They both go hand in hand. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're getting value out of these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you again with another video to help you and your family feel powerful. God bless you.